What is going on, everyone? Vito here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome back to another episode of Beato the Vito. I have got Josh in with me here today, and we are going to be playing 2,000 points of Space Wolves versus Thousand Suns. That's right, the age-old feud is back at it again, and I'm pretty excited dusting off those Thousand Suns, one of the armies that is near and dear to my heart. And we're going to be playing some missions out of the chapter approved 2019. There's some really cool stuff that's coming out of the chapter approved 2019. So both Josh and I are excited to try some new things. We haven't really figured out what mission we're going to play. We're going to kind of peruse the book, roll off, and see what we're going to be playing. And both armies really got some point changes, especially with the Space Wolves.
Oh, yes.
And so there's actually quite a bit of models that are on the board today. So being 2,000 points, we're really going to duke things out. If you actually want to go to our Facebook page, you can see tons of events and really cool things that are happening. So I invite you guys to go over there. But until then, let's take a look at the armies and the board. Taking a look now at the Thousand Suns force, I am going to be running a battalion detachment, which is essentially everything that you see here. And I am running a support detachment, so I'm going to be at -1 command point for 7 command points. Not too bad, but I really love Screamers. They're a lot of fun. So let's take a dive in deep and see what is what in my army. For my Warlord today, I am going to be running a Demon Prince with wings and double Malefic Talons. With the new points increase, most Demon Princes are actually cheaper. But with Thousand Suns, they actually have one of the more expensive Demon Princes coming out an extra 5 points. So it's actually not too bad. For my Warlord trait, I am going to be running with Otherworldly Presence, which gives me a +1 to my invul save, bringing him to a 3+ invul. And for my psychic powers, I'm going to be running with a Diabolic Strength, which will give me a +2 to my strength and 1 extra attack. And I will be running with Warp Time, which allows me to make an extra move, anything within 3 inches. So that's going to be pretty helpful. Next up, I'm going to be running with an Exalted Sorcerer right over here, the one with the flames. For his psychic powers, I'm going to be running with Prescience and... Ooh, what's the other one? And the Glamour of Tzeentch. I have to double check what I ran with him. For my artifact, I am going to be running it on the Exalted Sorcerer, and it's going to be the Dark Matter Crystal. What that allows me to do is I get to choose any one of my infantry units. I believe it's within 12 inches. I can do it at the end of the movement phase, and I can teleport them anywhere on the board more than 9 inches away from enemy units. Going right now into my troop choices. Once again, I really love Rubik Marines, and I've been really enjoying my big block of 20 Rubik, so continuing to use them. We do have 2 Soul Reaper cannons in this one. We have a squad of 10 Rubric Marines, one with a Soul Reaper cannon. And then I am trying something new. Here we have a squad of 10 Rubric Marines, and they all have warp flamers. And they are going to be running in a Rhino. And what you see is what you get here on this Rhino. Moving on now into my elites. I'm going to be taking 2 units here of Scarab Occult Terminators. They did see a -4 point reduction, which is pretty happy for Vito. Then we do have the Sorcerer right over here in the middle with the Force Stave. And I did pay the extra points for 2 of them to have the Hellfire Missile Racks. Going now into my heavy support choices, I am going to be running 2 Mutalith Vortex Beasts. I hope you guys can forgive me for using this big boy over here. A little bit of Market Dave and a little bit of proxying. We only have 1 in the studio collection. I really wanted to run 2 just to try it out, so I'm going to be using this guy over here. So what you see is what you get with them. And then for my allied detachment, I am running a unit here of 6 Screamers of Tzeentch. Screamers are amazing. I love the movement, having 2 wounds each. Their invul saves, it's like -4 AP to the damage or to the rend, and they do like 2 damage a pop. They're absolutely incredible. And having the mobility in an army that kind of lacks in mobility, but also tons of firepower, is muy caliente for Vito. I like it a lot. So this is going to be 2,000 points of Thousand Suns. And now we have 2,000 points of Space Wolves. Josh, where'd you like to start?
On the left side, I've got a Vanguard detachment that has a Wolfen Dreadnought with Blizzard Shield and Axe. And then to the right of that is just a normal Dreadnought. I know that it has like all these weapons on it, but it is just a Frost Cannon with a Great Claw with Flamer. And then in front of that is Wolfen. It's WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get, so it's 2 Frost Claws, 2 Thunderhammers with shields, and a Great Axe. And then in front is my 2 HQ choices. I brought Ragnar Blackmane, and I brought a Battle Leader. I'm going Mark of Dave with this one, so it's just I'm bringing a Wolfenclaw and a Stormbolter on him. And then I'm going to relic the Stormbolter into a Frost Fury. And then this is my battalion. At the top left is a 5-man squad of Incursors with a Haywire Mine. To the right of that is a 10-man squad of Intercessors with an Auxiliary Grenade Launcher and standard bolt rifles. And then to the right of that is a Razorback with Stormbolter and Assault Cannon. And then below that is 11 Fenrisian Wolves. To the right of that is a 5-man squad of Grey Hunters with the pack leader having just a bolt gun chainsword, and then the Wolfguard Terminator, which I brought with that, is your standard shield Thunderhammer. And then to the left of that, I brought 9 Hellblasters, standard equipment. Below that, I brought 5 Longfangs and a Wolfguard pack leader. And the sergeant has a plasma gun, and the 4 guys have plasma cannons, and it's Stormbolter shield on the Wolfguard pack leader. And then for my HQs, I have 1 elite of Company Ancient Primaris, and I have Njal with 2 Rune Priests. Rune Priests are shown as having plasma guns, but they're just bolt guns and runic axes. And then Njal is just his standard gear. The 2 Rune Priests have the same powers. It is Tempest Wrath and Lightning, Living Lightning. And then Njal Stormcaller, he has Fury of the Wolf Spirits, Stormcaller, and Living Lightning.
And this is actually a really cool army in that sense. You normally see Space Wolves, in the normal gray or even blue color scheme, but there's a lot of fox iconography in, the tanks over here or the sides, and kind of the green with the orange. So this is actually really, really cool. You normally don't see Space Wolves like this, or Space Fox. Foxes? Foxes. Yeah. So this is actually really cool. 2,000 points of Space Foxes. I love this army. This is really cool. This is the board that we are going to be playing on today. The mat itself is from studio level, including this terrain itself, including the trees. It actually comes as a set, which is really, really cool. We have some of these buildings here. Those are from Adam, from Greenleaf Terrain. And then these kind of snowy pieces of outcrops, these kind of stoneworks, those are from Terrainify. As for our narrative for today, the Thousand Suns are likely to finally make a small invasion. This may be a vanguard force into a small sector in Fenris. The ice caps are slowly starting to melt as the mountain passes over here. All of this tundra area is slowly starting to melt, so they can finally make an invasion force possible. However, the Space Fox division of the Space Wolves, they are met to stop this small invasion force. So now a battle has to take place, and we shall see if the Thousand Suns are going to be successful enough to slowly invade, or can the Space Fox blunt this invasion force? The mission that we are playing today is Eternal War Ascension. This mission is played to fight over 3 objectives. We have one right over here in these ruins, one right in the middle of the frozen lake, and then one right over here. The way this one works is the more troops that you have over the objectives, the more points. You can only score 1 point. However, if you have characters on these objectives, they actually supersede the troops. So that's actually pretty cool. Additionally, the longer that the characters are on top of these objectives, you actually begin to score more and more points. So if your character is on top of the objective for 2 turns, you score 2 points, and so on and so forth. So it's a pretty cool one. You actually have to dedicate your characters to hold these objectives. I definitely think that Josh has the upper hand, as he has a ton of characters, as I only have 2. So I definitely have to think about what I'm going to do for this mission. So this one is called Ascension for Eternal War, part of Chapter Approved 2019. With the new Chapter Approved 2019, we do roll off to see who is the attacker and who is the defender. We did roll off and I ended up winning, so I chose to be the attacker and Josh is the defender. So we are going to be deploying, and our deployment map is going to be Spearhead Assault, which is pretty cool. So Josh is going to go ahead and be on this side, whereas I am going to go ahead and be on this side. So let's go into time-lapse technology. Wow. I don't know why I did that. I'm having fun. And well, bam! Power of time-lapse technology is done. This is what we are looking like after our deployment. So I have a Mutalith Vortex Beast on my right-hand flank, being accompanied by 10 Rubric Marines. My Warlord Demon Prince in the quasi-middle. Right in the middle, we have 20 Rubric Marines with the Exalted Sorcerer. Inside of the Rhino, we have 10 Rubik Marines with the Warp Flamers, and then being accompanied is another Mutalith Vortex Beast with 6 Screamers. And then in Deep Strike Reserve, I have 2 units of 5 Scarab Occult Terminators. Alright, Josh, my man, how did you go ahead and deploy your forces? Why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown? What do you got?
So I've got my Intercessors right here next to my Grey Hunters, which is right next to my Rhino and my, Razorback. I've got my Long Fangs inside my Razorback with my all my spellcasters right there. Then I put my wolves in front, foxes in front. I thought about just using them in the back line to deny deep striking, but then I thought all these smites going off, I want him to target the nearest enemy model, which hopefully is going to be these wolves. So
they're kind of a screen?
Screen
Yeah.
for smite, because really, their armor save's not going to do anything.
Fair enough.
It's the game plan. And then I just pretty much just pulled all my troops back. I've got the Dreadnought with the melee up forward because I really wanted to get him into something.
Gotcha.
And then I put my Ragnar and my Battle Leader and my Primaris Ancient with my Hellblasters to try to really boost off those rerolls. And that's pretty much it.
And you have these guys over here too.
Yeah, Incursors in the back. Their greatest use is being able to deploy behind enemy lines and throw down a mine on a marker, but I feel like I'm never going to get that chance. So, but we'll see. We'll see who goes first.
All right, me being the attacker, I get to choose who goes first. And I think being the attacker, being the invader of the Thousand Suns, I am definitely going to go ahead and take the first turn. Unless, Josh, you would like to try and seize the initiative.
All right, on a 6.
Oh no, we got a 3. So we are going to right away go into Thousand Suns. Turn number 1. Alrighty folks, start of the movement phase. We're going to be starting over here with this Mutalic Vortex Beast, and it's just going to go 8 inches that way. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and advance him because it makes sense. I just want to get him up there. So what does he get? Getting a 5, not too shabs. And that is going to have him go right on top of it. Boom, right to there. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and move my entire army forward. If there's anything like really pertinent, I'll go ahead and film it. But until then, I'm just going to move the entire army forward. And well, bam, this is what we're looking like at the end of the movement stage. So we have this Mutalic just advanced. Rubric Marines just moved up their 5. Same thing with these guys moving up their 5. Exalted Sorcerer moved on up in between. The Demon Prince flew up on top of this rocky outcrop. We advanced this Mutalic Vortex Beast going 13. The Screamers, they advanced and they went 20 inches right to over there. And then I just went ahead and moved the Rhino filled with Rubrics with the Flamers. Alright, so going right into the Psychic phase now, I'm going to be starting off with my Demon Prince. He's going to go ahead and cast Warp Time. And he's going to be putting it on this squad of Rubric Marines, getting them to move an extra time. So let's see if it goes off. Ooh, getting an 11. That does go off. Unfortunately, we are out of range for the Rune Priests, or it's Njal, right? Yep. Stormcaller? Yep. Yeah, so he is out of range to deny, so that does go off. So let's go ahead and move these Rubrics. So these guys are just moving an extra 5 inches closer. And for his last power, he'll go ahead and cast Smite. Closest target is that Dreadnought, and I do increase the range of my Smites, an extra 6 inches being 1,000 Suns. So let's see if it goes off. It does not go off with a 4.
Command point?
I'm already low on command points, but that Dreadnought is so scary. How many wounds does the Dreadnought have? Let's double check it. Alright, so he's looking at 8 wounds. I'm going to go ahead and spend a command point when I've got 7 of them. I don't want to re-roll that 1 into a 1, so I'll roll another die. Okay, getting a 5, that's exactly what I need for D3 mortal wounds. A for 2 mortal wounds. Dropping the Dreadnought down to 6 wounds remaining. The big squad here of Rubrics, they are going to cast Smite, closest target being that Dreadnought. It does go off on a 7, and you're just going to take 1 mortal wound.
These ones?
Yeah, these guys over here.
I might have range for Njal.
Ooh, let's take a look. Yep, they are just outside by just a little bit, so he'll just go ahead, take 1 mortal wound, dropping him down to 5. The Rubric Marines over here, the squad of 10, they will go ahead and cast Smite. Closest target, once again, being that Dreadnought. Oh, unlimited power! That's good and bad for me. But that does kill off the Sorcerer, so that's pretty bad. Great. So, suffering D3 mortal wounds. Suffering 1, so 1 guy still dies. We did check FAQs, so 1 guy still dies, but the power still goes off because I can take mortal wounds from the unit, and then the Sorcerer still survives. So because the power did resolve, you're just going to take 1 more mortal wound.
Okay.
The Exalted Sorcerer now, he's going to try to cast Prescience, and it's going to be going on the big squad, looking for a 7. Ooh, that was close on a double 6, but we do get it off with an 8. Which now means that this giant squad of Rubrics is going to be hitting on 2s. And then for his last power, we'll try to go for a Smite, going right through the window, because being range 24. And Smite's, oh, getting an 11, that's the Super Smite. For D6 mortal wounds, for a total of 5 mortal wounds. That is enough to take out the Dreadnought. Does the Dreadnought explode? Oh, no, it does not. We've got a 1. So that Dreadnought, with magic might, takes him out. We're going to go into the shooting phase now. We do actually have to start off with the Mutalic Vortex Beasts first, because that has to happen in the beginning of the phase. So we're going to start with this guy here first. On a 2+, does he activate? He does, and now I can either choose his powers or I can roll them separately. And if I choose, only 1 power activates, or if I roll them randomly, 2 powers activate. So you know what? Let's let's roll, because you know Tzeentch is always fickle. So let's roll. So the first one is a 6, okay, and then the second one is a 1. So let's see what those are. So the 6 was the Beam of Unreality, which everything within, or pick a unit within 18 inches, and I roll 3 dice for every 4 up. You take a mortal wound, nothing happens. And then the first one was it doesn't really matter because you take a mortal wound. So that's within 9 inches. So hey, awesome, nothing happened. And then this Mutalised Vortex Beast, hey, on a 2+, it activates. Let's see what happens. Let's roll 2 dice. A 4 and a 3, ooh. So 3 and 4 is one of them is I get to do something for charges. Doesn't really matter right now. And then another one I get to increase the AP for close combat. You know what? Let's pick the AP of these Screamers because they're already I think like AP 3 or 4. So they'll either go to 4 or 5. So let's pick these Screamers over here. All right, now we're going to start off with the shooting phase proper. Only 2 Rubric Marines are within range, and they're going to be able to shoot into these wolves. So we're going to start off with the Soul Reaper Cannon. We are going to be hitting on 3s. Oh, only getting 2 hits. Looking for 3s to wound. And getting 2 at AP -3. So that's just going to be 2 dead foxes. Bang, bang, dead. And then we have a 1 shot from a Rubric. He hits, looking for the T4.
Toughness 4.
4s to wound. Hey, these are going to be at AP -2. So another dead fox goes down. What does the fox say? Ow. Next, we're going to go ahead with this big blob of Rubik Marines. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 command point for Veterans of the Long War, so they can get +1 to wound. And I'm going to be splitting up some of my fire here. So this front row over here of guys, they only have range on this one guy over here. So they're going to be pumping out their shots into these Intercessors, whereas the rest of their squad, now I can finish out the chaff if I so desire. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that. I think I might go after some of these, is it Long Fangs? No, sorry, not Long Fangs. Grey Hunters, thank you. Long Fangs are your guys inside here. So yeah, I might pump some shots into them. I'm going to decide what I want to do. So we're going to be starting off with the Soul Reaper Cannons first, hitting on 2s, re-rolling the 1s because of these guys nearby. So everything hits. These are going to be at Strength 5, your Toughness 4. So looking for 3s to wound, but because of Veterans of the Long War, looking for 2s to wound. We have 6 6-up saves. Not only making 1, so we will lose 2 guys and 1 will take a wound. And then we have 4 regular shots hitting on 2s. All will hit. And looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 of them at AP -2.
Into what?
Into, sorry, the Intercessors.
Okay. 5s?
Oh, so 1 guy will die and 1 will take a wound.
Got it.
And now we have the rest of the shots. 13 going to the Grey Hunters on 2s. Re-rolling of the 1s. Oh, there's actually quite a bit of 1s in there. God golly, Miss Molly. So all hit but 1. And looking for 3s to wound because of Veterans of the Long War. Oh, wow. So we're going to be rolling these at 5 at a time because obviously we want the Terminator to live. So we're looking for 5s. Ooh, okay, so 3 of them will go down. Doom, doom, doom. And now we have to do 2 at a time.
5 up.
All right, so those 2 go down, and then the rest of the dice are going onto the Terminator.
3 up.
Oh, wow, nice.
Terminator lives.
The Rhino, it's going to go ahead and fire the Combi Bolter into the Intercessors. 2 shots hitting on 3s, getting 2, looking for 4s to wound. Nothing. Ugh. Alright, so that's all I'm going to be doing from my shooting phase. I don't have anything, or charges or anything to do like that. So we just have morale to do. On a 4+, the Terminator will be running away. So let's see if he does it.
A 2.
A 2. He is staying. And then we do have these foxes or these wolves. We'll also be seeing if they run away as well. So on a 2 plus, the Fenrisian wolves will be running. So just one guy runs away.
Okay, I'm going to spend 1 command point to have my Terminator who lived become a lone wolf.
Nice. So with him becoming a lone wolf, he now becomes a character. He gets 2 wounds, and he gets to reroll all failed hits and wounds.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's all you need is more characters.
Yes.
Oh, Nelly. Okay, that's pretty awesome. And at the end of my turn for points, I will be getting 3 victory points as I currently hold all 3 objectives. So the current score right now is 3-0 in favor of the Thousand Suns as we slowly make a push forward and hold the line. But speaking of which, let's go into Space Wolves turn number 1 as they make the advance forward. Starting off the movement phase for the Space Wolves. Josh, where'd you like to start?
I'm going to move these Intercessors forward. Need to be able to shoot stuff. I'm going to move my Fenrisian Wolves now.
And they're just going to kind of go forward.
Forward, and I think I'm going to put them over here.
And as Josh is doing that, we're going to show you guys where the entire army moves after this turn 1 movement.
Alright, so I moved my Wolfen forward, but I did not advance them because I intend to charge. I moved my Razorback forward. I pretty much moved everything forward with the exception that all Psychers have advanced, all characters have advanced, and I dropped my Longfangs out of my Razorback and moved them forward. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, just kind of moving everything up a little bit, and then we had these guys over here on the right flank just kind of advancing, trying to get them up the board as well. So trying to quickly get up as quickly as we can. I said quickly quite a bit. Quickly. Trying to brace as much as we can against the firepower of the Thousand Suns.
Alright, Psychic Phase. I'll be using my Rune Priest to the right in front. I would say this one right here. And we're going to use Tempest Wrath on this unit to give them a -1 to hit. So here's the roll. Ooh. That is a miss.
Getting a 4, so that fails to go off.
Yeah. Same guy, I'm going to try for a smite.
Ooh, that does go off with an 8. I'm going to try and deny that. And I will use, who do I want to use? We're going to use the unit of rubrics. So, looking for a 9. Oh, and we get an 8. So that smite does go off for D3 mortal wounds. Ooh, a total of 3 mortal wounds. Ouch. So that does hit these guys. So we're going to lose 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. So next I'm going to use Niall to try to smite that same target. I need it on a 6. And I get it actually.
5. So smite actually increases for you, I imagine, right?
Yes, however I also am Lord of the Tempest, so I get +1 on my smite.
Oh, so it goes off right on a 6 on the dot. I'm definitely going to try and stop that one. And I'll use my Exalted Sorcerer. And we stop it with a 10.
And then I'll use his other psychic power to use Stormcaller. Try to put everything in cover on an 8.
Ooh, getting a 5. You want to spend a command point?
Ooh.
You need a 4.
No, I don't think so.
Fair enough.
Alright, the last Rune Priest, we'll try a smite into that same squad. Let's see, we need it on a 7.
Oh, and it
9.
does go off for D3 mortal wounds. I cannot deny because this Demon Prince is just out.
Okay.
For just 1 mortal wound. So let's take this guy.
So Rune Priest is going to attempt to use Living Lightning on that same unit. Need it on a 6.
Oh, and you get it with 6 right on the dot.
And then I'm going to spend 1 command point for Living Storm to do D6 mortal wounds instead of D3.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, 6.
Oh, 6 mortal wounds! Brutal! Oh, that one hurt quite a bit. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Josh, what the heck? I thought I was the magic guy. Showing me up over here. This is incredible.
Rune Priest magic. Gotta be.
More like the hypocrite phase, if you know what I'm talking about. Ayo! We're going to be jumping right into the shooting phase now. So we're going to be starting with these Intercessors, and they're going to be unloading into these Rubric Marines.
Okay, 5 shots hitting on 3s.
Oh, all but 1.
Wounding on 4s.
Oh, getting 3. These are going to be a -1, but because of my all is dust rule, because it is 1 damage, I go back to a 3+ save. Whoa! Naturally. So 2 of them will go down. Pop, pop.
Okay, then just 1 shot with the auxiliary grenade launcher, hitting on 3s.
Hits.
Strength 6, so wounding on 3s.
No, nice. AP.
-1.
3 up save. And I make it. Nice.
Okay, gonna have Long Fangs fire into that same Thousand Suns infantry.
So the Long Fangs, they have a special rule called Fire Discipline. At the start of the shooting phase, they have to pick a unit, and then they get to re-roll 1s for firing that squad. Now, obviously, it's not at the beginning of the shooting phase, but this is a friendly game. So I'm going to go ahead and let Josh have that special rule so that these guys can shoot into them and still re-roll 1s. Because you know what? Hey, friendly game, so hey, why not? So let's go ahead and fire some plasma guns.
Okay, I'm going to overcharge, because re-rolling 1s might as well. That'll give me D3 shots per guy, so...
Nice, that's going to be a lot of firepower coming over there.
Except for the one guy, the sergeant, he's going to have a plasma gun, so he just gets 1 shot because we're not in rapid fire range. Here are the total number of shots from the plasma cannons. It is...
2, 4, 5, 6 shots.
6 shots. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Ooh, yeah, re-rolling 3 ones. Nice. Hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Sorry, never mind. These are going to be to wound. Sorry, what's the strength? Because you're supercharged, right?
I believe it's strength 8.
Oh, nice. Okay, so these are going to be wounding on 2s. So it's going to be wounding. Oh, that's a lot. That's wounding everything. Looks like I'm going to go up to a 5 up invulnerable save. So 3 more will die. There's a Stormbolter in that squad.
Alright, 2 shots.
I'm getting 1 hit, but do you get to reroll that
re-rolling
one?
1s.
So we have 2 hits in there.
Strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s.
Alright, we have 1 wound, looking for a 2 up.
2 up.
And I make it.
Then we have a plasma gun on 3s.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Next, we're going to be going from the Razorback, and that's going to be firing into the Screamers.
2 Stormbolters hitting on 3s.
Getting only 1 hit.
Okay.
And getting nothing to wound, because I'm T4, and you rolled a 1.
Yeah. Alright, next is the Twin Assault Cannon. Since I moved, I'm hitting on 4s, and I'm shooting into the same target. 12 shots.
We're looking for 3s to wound. I've got a 4 up invulnerable save, and I make them both with double 6s. Next, we're going to be going with the the Hellblasters, the Primaris Hellblasters. They're going to be firing downrange into these Rubric Marines.
Overcharging, hitting on 3s.
And re-rolling the 1s because of Ragnar Blackmane. Yep, good, nice. Being strength 8, looking for 2s to wound. And re-rolling the 1s because of the battle leader nearby. Nice. Alright, I just have my invul save, so 5 up. Not that great. So 4 of them will die. So this entire back rank, goodbye. The Dreadnought now, he's going to be firing his
Hellfrost Cannon.
Hellfrost Cannon through the building because there's windows, and he's going to be target these Rubric Marines.
D3 shots hitting on, well, check
So,
the number of shots.
You have one shot.
Hitting on 4s because he moved.
Oh,
Got it.
Got a hit. Strength.
6.
So number 3 is to wound. Hey,
Got it.
nice. 5 up save. Ooh, 1 goes down. Pop. All right, so that's going to be it for shooting. Oh boy, did that hurt a lot. So we're going to go to the charge phase now, where these Fenrisian foxes are going to be charging the screamers. We're looking for a 10-inch charge here. Oh, getting a 3.
Rerolling? Wolves get that. Or foxes. No.
Getting a 5. All right, Josh, I owe you a lot of morale. So these Rubric Marines over here, on a 4+, I'm losing some guys. Just not what I wanted to roll. Roll 6. And then I have these guys. I lost 15. So you know what? I'm gonna spend 2 command points and make these guys auto pass. I need all the firepower and infantry I can get. So you know what? 2 command points, making them auto pass. Oh. All right, and that's gonna be the end of the turn. That actually hurt quite a bit. Holy macaroni. So yeah, they moved up, unleashed all the firepower, and now that is left of all my infantry units. Oh boy, we're gonna go into Thousand Suns turn number 2, where all of my Rubric Marines, or some not Rubric Marines, my Scarab Cult Terminators are gonna come down and give me some much needed support. So let's get right to it, folks. Score is still 3-0, as the Space Wolves did not get into range to score some points. So let's go right to it, turn number 2. Start my moon phase, I'm going to have the Screamers going their 16-inch move, and they're going to end up right to here. They're quick guys. Ending right over here. I'm going to have the squad of 10 Rubric Marines with the Flamers. They are going to disembark, and I'm going to have them move their 5 inches. Ending up right over here. Demon Prince, he is going to go ahead and fly all the way right in between here, having that enough movement to do it. The Mutilith Vortex Beast, he's just going to go 8 inches right to here, and then the Rhino, it's just going to go right to there and grab that objective. I'm going to go ahead and advance the Sorcerer, getting a 5. He's probably going to go somewhere over here. So he's just going to come around and grab right there on top of the objective. This Mutilith Vortex Beast, he's just going to go 8 inches and end up right over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and advance this squad right over here, getting 4, so they're going to go this way, bang, right to there, being within 3 of that objective. And then at the end of my moving phase, I'm going to have a squad of Scarab Cult Terminator dropping in from the sky right over here, and then my second squad is dropping in right over here, as we do need to deal with these Hellblasters.
Alright, going to spend 2 command points since he just deep striked, using, since my Rune Priest has line of sight to his Terminators over there, I'm going to have these Long Fanes fire their plasma cannons without overcharging into said Terminators. So, alright. Number of shots fired from just the plasma cannons will be...
Oh, okay.
1.
We have 6 shots, hitting on 4s. Looking for 3s to wound. Oh, okay. So that's going to be 3 of them. With all his dust, I have a 4-up save. So one guy will just take 1 wound or damage.
One.
Damage, so just one guy just take 1 wound. And now we have a plasma gun on the squad.
4s.
Hits.
3s to wound.
We got a wound in there. What? Do I save it? Ooh, and I do.
6s for Dave. Alright, so since this is the beginning of his psychic phase, I'm going to spend a command point for Talismanic Shield. Allows one of my characters to gain the ability to deny. So it's going to be this Primaris Ancient.
Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and start with the Scarab Cult squad. They're going to go ahead and cast Smite, which does go off with a 5.
I'm definitely going to try to deny that. We'll use the Banner Ancient.
Oh, and you do, with a 7. Very nice. We'll go with this squad of Scarab Occult. Closest target looks like it's going to be the Hellblasters. We do get it off with a 7. Do you want to stop that with anyone?
Let's see. Yes, I'm going to use this Rune Priest over here.
Okay. Ooh, we do not, so they'll just go ahead and take...
I might command point that.
Oh, you want to command point it?
Is it just 1 mortal wound?
It's just 1 mortal wound.
No.
Alright, so they'll go ahead and just take 1. Next, I'm going to have this squad of Rubric Marines. They're going to cast Smite into the Wolves. And it does go off with a 9. Would you like to stop that one?
Nope.
Alright, so just a 1 mortal wound into the Fox.
This one.
My Demon Prince, he's going to cast Warp Time, and we're going to be putting it onto the unit of Rubrics. The ones with the Flamers. Does it go off? And we do get it with a 7. You want to stop that one?
What was it again?
This is Warp Time. This allows me to move again.
Yes, I do want to try and stop that. And we'll have Niall try to stop that. I believe I get a +1 to deny.
Oh, we did get a 4. Do you want to spend a command point?
This.
So Njal does have the capability to re-roll this. Do you want to re-roll? I mentioned
Yes.
you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, still the same
thing.
result. So that power does go off, and the rubrics get to move an extra 5 inches. And the rubrics are moving an extra 5 inches, just like this, getting a little closer, making sure that we stay an inch away. But the flames are getting closer. Next, we're going to go with this squad here of rubrics. They will go ahead and cast Smite. We do get it off with a 5 right on the dot. Our smites don't get harder. Closest target is going to be these wolves. Do you want to stop that one?
I'm going to try and deny that.
Who are you using?
We're going to use Niall.
Okay. Oh, and he stops it with an 11. Very nice. Next, I'm going to go ahead with Prescience from the Exalted Sorcerer onto these Terminators. And we do get it with a 7 right on the dot. We're just going to make sure to see if the Rune Priest over here can stop him. Is he in range?
He's in range.
All right. Looking for an 8. Ooh, and we got it with a 9. Denied. Exalted Sorcerer, for his last spell, he'll go ahead and cast Smite. Oh, Super Smite. All right. Do you want to try to stop that with a 12? Can anyone?
I don't believe I have anyone left to stop it.
All right. D6 mortal wounds into the foxes. For 2. You know what? I'm not going to spend any command points. Just 2 fox will die.
Okay.
And then my Demon Prince, he'll go ahead and cast Smite because he's got 1 more power left. It does go off for D3 mortal wounds. For just 1 mortal wound, killing 1 more fox. And who is it going to be? This one. Boom. And that's going to be the end of my Psychic phase. I'm not going to use Smite on these guys just because I know if I kill one of them, because these guys are within range, on a 4+, they can fire out of sequence, and I'd rather have 4 extra shots coming in from a Terminator, so I'm not going to be casting Smite over there. So going into the shooting phase, we have to activate the Mutilators, or the Mutilated Vortex Beast. So starting with this guy on a 2+, he does activate. What powers do I want to use? Let's see. I'm going to choose a Warp Flare. I'm not going to roll. So each enemy unit within 9 inches of this boy takes 1 mortal wound. So these guys will take 1 mortal wound, killing 1 guy, and then this Razorback will take 1 mortal wound. And then this Mutilated Vortex Beast, it will activate. Ooh, it does not activate. It is just stationary.
Command point?
No, I need my command points. I only have 3 of them. I'm just leaving it alone.
All right.
Right, the bolts are coming in from the Rhino, going into the Wolves. We are going to be within rapid fire range, so hitting on 3s. Okie dokie. Toughness 3, 4?
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4, looking for 4s to wound. Alright, next we're going to go with these Rubric Marines. I know exactly what's going to happen. So I was talking with Josh off camera. What I wanted to do is these 2 guys plus this Aspiring Sorcerer into the Wolves, completely wipe them out, and then I wanted to do the 2 Soul Reapers into here. However, they do hit on 3s, reroll 1s. However, I know for sure I'm going to miss with some of these, and then I'm going to be super, super sad knowing that the Wolves didn't die to bolt fire, and then all my Soul Reapers are moved. So you know what I'm gonna do? The entire squad is going into those stupid wolves, because then Vito's gonna be a sad boy. So all the Soul Reapers hitting on 3s. Okay, all right. Wounding on 3s. We have 4 of them, AP -3. That's enough to wipe out the entire wolf.
They're all gone.
Yeah. You know what? I'm happy about all that, even though that was completely overkill, because concentrated fire, I'm happy.
I don't have to make morale checks.
Yeah.
Great.
Next, we're going to be going with this squad here of Scarab Occult Terminators. Everything is going to be firing into this big squad of Hellblasters, except for the Hellfire Missile Rack. We are going to be firing it into... Ooh, do we want to fire it into this character? You know what? We're going to go into your general over here, Ragnar, because characters do not screen for characters, and you have 3 of them over here. So we're going to fire the Hellfire Missile Rack into your general. We're going to start off with the Hellfire Missile Rack, hitting on 3s, getting only 1 hit. Strength 8 versus Toughness 4, looking for 2s to wound, and we do it. This is going to be at -2.
All right, 4 up invuln.
Ooh, that does go through. Do you want to spend a command point to reroll?
How much damage is it?
D3.
This is the shooting phase, so yes, I do.
Okay. Ooh, and you make it nice. And now these are all the bolter fire into the Hellblasters on 3s. Looking for 4s to wound. These are going to be at AP2, so we have 7 5-up saves. So it looks like 3 guys total will be going down.
So then I'm going to use my Primaris Ancient to hopefully get 3 4-ups so they can shoot 1 final shot.
So 2 of them will be able to. So the 2 that did go down, they are going to be firing into this squad over here of Scarab Occult Terminators.
I'm going to be overcharging.
Okay.
So...
Oh.
Oh, I believe it's rapid fire range. 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Rerolling once because of Ragnar nearby.
Nice. So we got 3 hits in there. Looking for 2s to wound. Oh, okay. Nice. Got 3. I have my 5-up save. Oh, nice. 2 damage apiece.
2 damage apiece.
And with that, it's going to kill this guy who is already wounded, and this one will die as well. I suppose we'll continue along with my shooting phase with these Scarab Occult. They are pretty angry about their brothers falling, so they're just going to continue to fire into this squad. And the Hellfire Missile Rack will fire into this squad as well. Starting with the Hellfire Missile Rack on... actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I had an idea, and I'm not doing it. So, Hellfire Missile Rack hitting on 3s. Both hit, looking for 2s to wound, being strength 8. We have 2 of them at AP -2.
5 up.
Oh, no. 2 of them for D3 damage apiece. So the first one does 2, kills the guy, and the next one does 1. 1 guy lives. And then the rest of the shots on 3s. Alright, come on, 4s. We got 2, AP -2. 5-up save. Oh boy, that was rough. 1, so another guy dies. And then the power of the Ancient. Does it go off? Oh, 1 does, 1 does not.
Shots.
Alright, supercharging that boy. Rerolling the 1.
Oh, he gets slain.
Nice. Yeah, he's already dead. What does he care?
2s to wound.
Oh, alright, you got it. 5-up invul. Nope. Another dead guy. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I will take this guy right over here. Boop.
Okay.
Alright, next we have this unit over here of Rubric Marines with the Flamers. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 command point for Veterans of the Long War on them. So they get +1 to wound. And I'm going to be splitting up some fire with them because I'm going to be targeting some of these characters over here. So the way I'm going to be splitting up my attacks are 2 Flamers have to go into the Rhino. 5 Flamers will be going into Njal. 2 of them will be going into the Rune Priest, and then the pistol will go into the Rune Priest as well. I am going to be leaving this guy alone as I do have another plan for him. So starting with the Rhino, 2d6 flame. Ooh, getting 7. Okay, not too bad. Ooh, looking for 4s to wound because of veterans. AP2, looking for a 5-up save. Oh, they all go through except for 1, so 3 wounds total. The 5d6 into Njol. Oh, that's actually a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
Looking for 3s to wound. Alright, so we have 13 wounds for a 4-up armor save. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's definitely dead.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of fails. So it looks like Njol the Stormcaller goes down in Warp Flame. 2d6, oh jeez, 2d6 into the Storm Priest, or whatever he's called. Alright, we got 5 in there. Oh, looking for 3s to wound. Alright, we only got 2 in there. AP2.
Alright.
Yeah, alright, takes 1 wound. And last but not least, we have that Infernal Bolt Pistol, which hits. And it wounds for AP2.
5 up.
Oh, nice, with a 6, made it. Alright, we have some charges to make. We're going to start with the Screamers going into this unit here of Intercessors. And Overwatch.
12 shots on 6s.
Looks like just
1?
got 1 in there.
Okay.
Toughness 4 versus your Strength 4, so 4 is to wound.
Nothing.
Charge distance for them. 10. Oh, wow. They're so
Close.
fast. They're in for sure. Yes, let us feast on their flesh.
Right.
Next, I'm going to go ahead and charge with the Monolith Vortex Beast into this big guy. Get to do your Overwatch.
2 Storm Bolters at rapid fire range. That's 8 shots.
Maybe we've got 2 6s in there, not too shabby. I'm Toughness 7.
So 5s to wound. Nothing.
No.
Twin Assault Cannon. 12 shots.
Getting 1.
1. It's Strength 6, so
5s to wound. Hey, got a wound in there. Nice.
AP -1.
5-up save. Oh, takes 1 wound. Alright, charge distance for him. 6.
Give me a point.
I don't know if I want to do that. No, I'm not going to do it because I'm saving it for something else.
Yeah.
And we're going to have now my Demon Prince go ahead and charge that Terminator. Yeah, let's see if we make it. Survey says. Ooh, and now I'm definitely going to go ahead and spend a command point to reroll this 2. Hey, getting that 12. Vested. So instead of flying, he just went all the way around with that 12. Very nice. And then we're going to be having the... Is it Wolf Priest? Yeah, the Wolf Priest. Rune Priest. He's heroically intervening because these guys can heroically intervene 6 inches. So he's coming into the fight with the Demon Prince. So I'm going to be starting with the Demon Prince. He's got a bunch of attacks, +1 for Hateful Assault. Hitting on 2s. Woo! And we got a bunch more because of Death to the False Emperor. Very nice. Rolling for those. Looking for 3s to wound. Alright folks, we have 8 wounds at AP -2, but he does have that Storm Shield, so it gives him a 3-up invulnerable save. Oh, 4 wounds right over there. That will be enough to kill him.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend a command point?
I will spend a command point to turn that 2 into a 3.
Oh,
I mean a
and
6.
You do. Very, very nice indeed. Next, we're going to be going with the Screamers, hitting the Intercessors. We have 18 attacks, 3 apiece, hitting on 3s. Correction, they are hitting on 4s. I wish these guys hit on 3s, but it's okay. Still pretty decent. We do get +2 strength, so we're going to be at strength 6, looking for 3s to wound. These are going to be at AP -3, giving the Marines 6-up save. And you would roll a 6, wouldn't you? Right, this does 2 damage apiece, so that's enough to kill 2 Marines.
This guy. Alright, so going to attack with the Terminator with Thunderhammer. It's 4 attacks because of Shock Assault. Hitting on 3s because of Chapter Tactics. Okay. And then strength 8 against toughness 6. So 3s.
Oh, I got 1 in there. I'll have away at my 3 up invulnerable save, and I make it.
Alright, I get 4 attacks. Because of Shock Assault, I'm going to be using my Rune Priest. So it's hitting on 2s.
Nice, getting 3 in there.
And then it's strength 5 against toughness 6, so
5 to
5s.
wound. Nothing. And now we're going to have the Intercessors going up against the woofing Screamers.
Alright, so now using my Intercessors to attack those Screamers. Hitting on 2s. Strength 4 against toughness 4, so 4s.
4 up invulnerable. Ooh, one guy will just go down. Let's take this guy. Alright, we're going to be jumping right into the morale phase right now. These guys right over here, they've got a bunch of buffs going on because of banners and such. So on a 5+, we could be losing somebody. Ooh, we got a 3. Everything is A-okay. From my Scarab Occult Terminators, on a 6+, I could lose somebody. On a 6, don't show me a vest. Oh, why would you? Me and my big mouth.
Command point?
I think I have like 2 left. You know what? I'm gonna need my command points. So, that is the worst. You know what? I'm gonna. That is the worst. You know what? I'm gonna lose this guy. He's dead. And then we have these Intercessors on a 6+. One could run away. Nope, they are sticking around. And in terms of points, I will continue to score another 3 as these Rubric Marines are holding down this objective. These guys are holding these, and then that Rhino is holding that. Bringing the current score right now to 7-0 in favor of the Thousand Suns, as I do have first strike. So right now we are going to go into Space Wolves, turn number 2. Going now into the movement phase.
Moving the Rune Priest 6 inches or less. I'm gonna put him there.
Hellblasters moving on up, getting closer to the Scarab Occult Terminator and the Mutalith Vortex Beast.
Dreadnought.
Ragnar now, he is going to be moving 6 inches of that way. The Incursors, they're going to be getting into the game now, moving on up. And then they're going to be depositing a mine right over here. And then coming in from reserve, we have Wolfen.
So we're on the psychic phase now. So my first Rune Priest is going to cast Tempest Wrath, which on a 7, its target will take a -1 to hit rolls. So in this case, it'll be the Demon Prince. So here we go. 7. I failed it. Next, he'll cast Smite, which his closest target is the Demon Prince. 5s.
Ooh, getting an 11. I absolutely want to stop this. I'm going to try with the Demon Prince. Show me some vests. Nope, not at all. That's the big smite, so D6 mortal wounds. Oh dear. Oh, you would roll a 6. Jeez.
You got.
And with that, my Demon Prince drops down to 2 wounds remaining. Uh-oh.
We'll have the other Rune Priest use Smite, so he's trying to get that on a 6 with a 10.
Oh no! That's into my Demon Prince, right?
Demon Prince.
The Demon Prince will try to stop it. Come on, buddy. Come on, come on. Oh no! No, I'll let. All right, it's going off. D3. Give me a 1. Give me a 1. Give me a. Oh, I got it. Darn it. All right, that. It's brutal. The hypocrite phase. Next, we have Living Lightning to cast, and that's coming from who?
The Rune Priest in the back.
All right, and we're casting that onto that squad of Rubrics, correct? Or do you want it on the big squad?
Let's see.
So Living Lightning has to go into These guys?
Yes.
Because closest unit.
Closest enemy visible.
Gotcha.
So, trying to get a 6.
Oh, and we do get it with a 7.
But you should be in range of deny.
Yep, I'm going to try and stop it with these guys over here. Whoa! And I get a 6, right? So that does go off.
D3 for 2.
2, and that's just going to kill this guy. Going into the shooting phase now, we're going to be starting with this battle leader over here. Where's he firing?
He's firing into these 2 guys all the way in the back.
Okay.
It's Salt 4. He's using the Relic Frost Fury, which is off of the Stormbolter. So he gets 4 shots, hitting on 3s.
He gets to reroll the 1s because of Black Mane.
It's a 2. So 4s.
Oh, nice. Getting 3 of them. Looking for a 4-up save. Oh, and I make them all. Nice.
Nice.
Ragnar now. He's going to be firing his bolt gun into that Scarab Occult Sorcerer.
On 2s.
He hits.
Strength 4, toughness
4.
So 4s.
Nothing.
Okay, nothing.
Hellblaster's now overcharging into the Mutilated Vortex Beast. And they're going to be supercharged, yeah. We have to do these 2 at a time.
8 shots overcharging, so here's the first one.
Uh-oh.
Re-rolling 1s into another one, so he is slain, but he gets 1 shot off. So we'll set that off. Next one. It's a miss.
Next guy.
2 misses. And next guy.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Alright, so we have 3 hits in there. Toughness 7.
Strength 8, so 2s.
3s.
Or 3s.
So we got 2 in there. 5-up invulnerable save. Oh, so I'll take just 4 damage. The Vortex Beast drops down to 10 wounds remaining.
Okay. 1 guy dies, but since he's within range of a banner, I'm going to 4-up to see if I can get 1 last shot. And I don't.
The Primaris Ancient now is going to be firing into the Scarab Occult Terminator Sorcerer.
Alright, 2 shots hitting on 3s.
Getting 1 hit.
But within range of Ragnar, so...
Both hit. And looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1. With all his dust, I have a 2-up save. And I make it.
So I'm going to activate a stratagem for Longfangs for 1 point called Keen Senses, which will let me reroll either failed hits or failed wound rolls this phase, and I'm going to choose failed wound rolls. Or failed hit rolls, sorry.
And what are they targeting?
They're going to target these Flamer guys over here. Flamer Rubiks.
That makes sense.
So I'm going to have my Longfangs target the Rubik Marines and overcharge. D3 shots with plasma cannons for a lot of shots.
That's a pretty good roll.
3, 6, 11 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling alls. 6 hits, rerolls. 3s.
And because you roll that 1, that is enough to kill 1 guy right out. Looking for 2s to wound. Alright, looks like I have a 5-up save. Come on! That is awful. Oh. It looks like 6 Flamers will be going down.
And we have the plasma gun overcharging and within rapid fire range.
Getting 2 hits. And looking for 2s to wound. Ooh, getting 1 in there. 5-up invul. Ooh, another guy dies.
And then 2 shots from the Stormbolter.
2 hits.
2 hits. 4s to wound.
Nothing.
Snake eyes. 4 pistols into streamers, hitting on 3s.
I'm getting 2 hits.
And 4s.
1. 4-up invul, and I make it.
2 bolt pistols from my Rune Priest. I'm just going to roll them together because they have the same stat line.
And they're firing into the rubrics.
Hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 4s.
Getting 1. I have a 2-up save because of all his dust, which I make.
Dreadnought will be firing its heavy flamer into these Rubik Marines right here. Number of shots is 4. Strength 5, toughness 4, so 3s.
Oh, 3, nice. All his dust brings it to a 3-up save, and I make them all.
Hellfrost Cannon, Dispersed Beam. I'm going to be firing into the Rubik Marines in the middle. Number of shots is 3. He moves, so he's hitting on 4s.
For 3, nice.
And it's strength 6, so 3s to wound. For 1.
1. AP. Alright, so I have a 4-up save on this. Ooh, so 1 guy does go down. The Incursors, they're going to be firing next, trying to finish off these 2 Rubik Marines.
Alright, hitting on 3s.
Missing only once. They're going to be toughness 4 against strength 4.
4s. Just
Only
1.
getting 1. 2-up save. Ooh, nice, and I make it. And the last but not least, we have the Razorback, and it's going to be putting everything that it has into these rubrics. Starting with the Twin Assault Cannon.
12 shots on 3s.
Looking for 3s to wound, being strength 6. 3-up save for all his dust. Oh, wow.
That is a really good one.
I'll just go ahead and lose 1 guy. This guy here. And then the Storm Bolter. All of them hit but 1, and then it's what, strength?
Strength 4, toughness 4, so
Right.
4s. Got 2 of them.
2 of them in there. No AP, so 2-up save. Naturally, I always go ahead and lose 1. Alright, we have some charges to make. The Dreadnought is going to charge into the squad of Flaming Rubrics, so we have some Overwatch to make. 2d6 flame. Woo! For 12, very nice.
Nice.
Looking for 5s to wound. We have 4 5-up saves. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Take 4 wounds.
Yep.
Dreadnought goes down to 4 wounds remaining, and then we have the pistol on a 6. Oh, we hit him! We hit him, looking for a 5. Oh, no, we don't. And then the charge. Show me double ones. Close enough.
I might re-roll that.
Let's double check. 4 was just enough to go ahead and to get the Dreadnought in there. Boom. Ragnar is thinking about charging the Sorcerer Terminator. Do you want to do it?
I want to charge that, but let's throw the Mutilator in because he doesn't have range attacks, and if I manage to get a 12, that
So Ragnar's going after the Mutilator?
we'll do both. Why not?
Okay, so going with the Terminator first on 6s. Nothing. And then you get to make your charge. Ooh, an 8.
That should get me in.
And an 8 was enough to boom, get into the Sorcerer.
Banner guy is going to try into the Sorcerer. Premier's Ancient gets it in with an 11.
Ooh, wow. He is an eager beaver.
Gotta try and get the Hellblasters in on the Sorcerer as well. Might as well.
Nope, 3. No.
Alright, we're gonna try and get the Rune Priest into this squad right here. So, 5 will get me in. We'll get the Terminator in as well. With a 7. Yeah, best we can do. Alright, gonna try to get the Rune Priest in as well.
Ooh, double 1.
No.
We're going to be starting with the Dreadnought first into the Flaming Rubric Marines. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Looking for 2s to wound. We're looking at the Cleave version, so I have a 5-up invulnerable save for this. Ooh, dear. So 3 of them will die. That's enough to take out the entire squad.
Pile in and consolidate move. 1, 2.
Next, we're going to go with the Ragnar leader. All right, he's going to do it. He's going to take out that Sorcerer.
2s. Rerolling 1s.
Nice. Look at him go. What's his strength? And his special weapon that he's using? If he's got any?
Strength 5. So 3s.
Ooh, nice. And it's AP minus 4?
Yes,
Oh.
and 2 damage.
Wow. 5 up invul. Oh, and that is enough to take out the Terminator. So Josh did forget to make a charge. Friendly game, so I'm saying, hey, why not allow him to make his charge?
Okay, we'll do Wolfen into both Mutilator and the Rhino.
Okay, go for it.
Rhino gets
Oh yeah,
Overwatch.
the Overwatch. May as well go ahead and do that. On 6s, nothing.
Alright.
Nothing.
1 and 2, I'm going to reroll that.
Oh, did he get to make a reroll?
Yeah, Wolfen.
Nothing.
Of course.
Alright, now we have the Intercessors. They're going to go into the Screamers.
On 3s. 4s to wound.
Ooh, only getting 1 in there. 4 up invulnerable save. No, 1 will take a wound. The Screamers get their attacks back, hitting on 4s. Looking for 3s to wound.
6s.
Ooh,
1.
these are going to be 2 damage apiece.
3 guys dead. 1 guy lives.
Nice. Alright, we're going to go right now into the morale phase. We're just on a 6 up for over here.
Okay.
Nope, they're okay. And then I lost 3 rubrics over here, so that means on a 6+, I can lose someone as well. They're okay. And then in terms of points, characters do supersede models, but because I have a character and more actual physical models than Josh, I still currently hold the middle of the board, but it is not looking that great for the Thousand Suns, as I think now the Space Wolves have more firepower. So let's go into Thousand Suns, turn number 3, and see what we can do here. Jumping now into my moon phase, we're going to start off with these rubrics. They are just going to go 5 inches right to here, and then this guy, he is going to go 5 inches, or 6 actually, right to there. So now they're equal distance, and still being within 3 of this objective. The Mutilith Vortex Beast is going to go 8 inches right to here. I have to stop these guys at all costs, or else they'll just run rampant across the board. So that's what I'm going to do over there. The unit over here of Screamers, they are no longer in combat. So I think what I'm going to do for them is I'm going to go on a suicide mission after your general and try to get some extra points. So these 2 guys, or this guy over here, he's going to fly over this model and then over this one and end up right over here. This one will fly right to here, and then these 2 will fly over this unit and end up right over here. Bam, just like so. And because they flew over some models, I roll d6, and for every 6 that I roll, they take a mortal wound. So starting off with the Razorback on a 6, nothing. On the Priest, nothing. And then because of 2 over here, these guys, oh, they'll go ahead and take 1 mortal wound.
Sergeant.
This Mutilith Vortex Beast, it's going after Ragnar as well. We're coming to get you, buddy. And then the Scarecrow Terminator, they're just going to move their 4 inches because they are super, super slow. And they're just getting closer. Bam.
Closer.
Alright, time to go into the Psychic phase. I don't really have much to go on, so we are just going to go ahead and do it. Starting off with my Exalted Sorcerer. He's going to cast Smite. These 2 guys are equal distance, so we're going to go ahead and put it onto this Terminator. Getting a 7. You know what? I'm going to keep it. Why not?
Okay, I'm going to try to ignore it then.
And who's going to try to ignore it?
This guy.
Okay, go for it, my friend.
Alright. Ooh.
Ooh, getting
No.
a 4. Do you want to spend a command point?
Let's see.
I think you have 1 left.
If I only have 1 command point left, then we're going to do that. Into a 4? That's a 7?
7, yeah. 7 on 7, it does not work. So it does go off for D3 mortal wounds. For 1, you know what? I think I have 1 command point left. I'm going to double check. All right, so Josh actually does have 2 command points. So we're going to forego that 1 command point reroll because you want to save that command point for something. So that Smite does go off. I am going to go ahead, though, and re-roll this I'll have 1 command point left, looking for something bigger. For 3 mortal wounds into that Terminator.
Alright, he dies.
Boom. And then this squad of Rubrics, the 2, there, go ahead and cast Smite. It does go off for a 5.
I will definitely try to ignore that one.
And you stop it with a 7. Rubrics over here, casting Smite into the Ancient. Getting an 8. Would you like to try to stop that with anybody?
I do not have that ability anymore.
Okay. For just 1 mortal wound into him.
Okay.
These Terminators over here will cast Smite. Oh! Perils of the Warp. But it's also a super smite for them as well. For D3. For just 1. And that's going to be going into this guy. So he'll just take 1. But they'll take D3 mortal wounds. For a total of just 2 mortal wounds. So, boop, kill this guy. I'll go ahead and put prescience on this squad here of Rubrics. Hey, why not? And it does go off with a 7. So, +1 to hit. Woo. You know what? On second thought, it doesn't really make sense to put it on them, so I'll put prescience on these Screamers. Alright, time to activate the shooting phase. Mutilith Vortex on a 2+. Hey, it activates. I'm going to go random so I can get 2 powers. The first one, 6, and a 3. So 3 is I can reroll failed charges. I suppose I'll choose itself. And then it's the Beam of Unreality. I roll 3 dice, and for every 4+, you take a mortal wound. So I'll choose these guys. Hoo-ah! Hey, 2. So you take 2 mortal wounds.
I'll take it on the guy with claws right here.
Okay.
So we have 5 up, feel no pain. And nothing, so he dies.
And then this Mutilith Vortex Beast, does he activate? Ooh, he does. Let's go random for fun. 3 and 5. So re-rolling failed charges, and I can reduce someone's leadership by 1. Let's go with these guys over here, the Hellblasters. So we're going to start off with the Rubric Marines. They're going to be firing everything that they have into the Rune Priest. 4 shots with the Soul Reaper Cannon, hitting on 3s. Everything will hit. Looking for 3s to wound. Oh, nice. All but 1. These will be at AP -3. 6 up save. Oh, 3 go through. Drops the gentleman down to 1 wound remaining. And then we have his pistol. Hit. Oh, misses, of course. And let's see maybe if the Infernal Bolt Pistol can take him out. We hit. Looking for 4 to wound. Oh, darn it, we don't. I'm going to spend my last command point. Reroll. Hey, and we do. This is going to be at AP -2.
Okay. 5 up.
Oh, and you made it with a 6. Nice. All right, I have 1 final grace. Maybe this guy can save me. The Rhino. Because I measured it out. It's 10 inches here. Oops. 10 inches here. 9.5 here. 9.5 here. So because they're equal distance, it'll be dealer's choice. So obviously I'm going to go here. So 4 shots being within half range. Looking for 3s. All right, we got 2 in there. Not too shabs. Not too shabs. Looking for 4s to wound. So we have this squad over here. Soul Reaper Cannon will go into Ragnar. Characters cannot screen for characters, so we'll go into Ragnar on 3s. I'm getting 3 hits. Is Ragnar toughness 4?
Toughness 4.
3s to wound. Oh, getting 2 at AP -3.
In that case, 4 up invuln.
Naturally, he saves him. Scarecrow Terminators are next. Hellfire Missile Rack will go into this battle leader, whereas everyone else is going into these guys. You know what? On second thought, we're going to switch it, and we are going to go into these guys over here. Yeah, we'll go into the Long Fang. These are Long Fangs, right?
Long Fangs,
yeah. We'll go into the Long Fangs. Starting with the Hellfire Missile Rack on 3s.
Of course.
Everybody else hitting on 3s. And 4s to wound. Now we have to do these one at a time because this gentleman over here has a Storm Shield.
Alright, 3 up. 3 up. 3 up.
Show me that 1 or 2.
3 up.
Come on.
3 up.
Hey, there he goes.
Or command point it. I'll command point that.
Ooh, okay.
Let's see.
Do you want to command point that?
No, I don't want to command point that. You are correct, sir.
All right. So now all of these are going to be 5-up saves.
Ooh.
You gotta be kidding me.
Wow.
Oh my.
Huh.
Unreal. All right, we have some charges to make, starting with the Monolith Vortex Beast into the Wolfen. They don't have any Overwatch, do they?
They do not.
Oh, okay. What? Hey, that's pretty decent.
I was surprised.
We're gonna go like this. This Monolith Vortex Beast, we're gonna go ahead and charge Blackmane, and we'll go ahead and charge the Banner Bearer. Crack grenades.
Each one will fire a crack grenade. Okay, just one. Strength 6.
Versus toughness 7.
Okay, so 5s.
Nothing. Charge distance. Makes it. Boom.
Get all your charges.
And then we have the Screamers are definitely going to be charging Blackmane. All right, get them, boys. Not with that roll. 2 Rubik Marines charging the Wolf Priest.
Crack grenade. Nothing.
Oh, they make it with an 11.
Ooh.
So they're going to go bang right over here. And then Exalted Sorcerer will charge in as well, getting a 7. Right to there. So the Exalted Sorcerer is going to be going first. I have 4 attacks plus 1 for Hateful Assault. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling the 1s. Holy moly. Alright, and then we have 2 more for Death to the False Emperor. Whoa! Oh, nice. Okay. And I think I get to reroll for 1s for that.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, okay. Get him! We get plus 2 strength. So looking for 3s. Woo! Very nice.
Ooh. Drops.
5 4-up saves.
That was close.
For 2d3 damage.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It takes him whoosh right out of there.
What is...
And for your last 2 command points, you're going to spend until death. Do it.
Yeah, only in death
That's
does
the one.
duty end. Yeah.
So you can fight as if it was in the combat phase.
Yes.
All right, and who are you fighting?
Sorcerer.
All right, go for it.
Sorcerer on sorcerer.
At least you admit it.
Yes.
All right, how many attacks does he have?
It's 3 attacks plus 1 for shock assault, so that's 4 attacks. On 2s.
You got 3 in there. I'm toughness 4.
So strength plus 1, so that's 5s. Well, 3s.
Oh, you got 3 in there.
Okay.
That goes me to a 5-up save. Oh, and I make 2 of them damage.
D3 for 1.
Just 1 damage. So now Ragnar, he gets to go because he has essentially always strike first.
His warlord trait is that he essentially gets to strike first in the fight phase.
Okay.
So we have 6 attacks, 5 plus shock assault, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Nice. Looking for 5s to wound. Looking for a 5-up invul. Ooh, damage 2.
2.
So now I'm going to go ahead with this Monolith Vortex Beast going up against the Wolfen. 12 attacks, hitting on 4s. Looking for 3s to wound.
So 4 5-up saves. Ooh. Right, and then 4 5-up feel no pain.
No, so 1 guy will die and 1 will take a wound. And now this Monolith Vortex Beast is going everything into a Ragnar, hitting on 4s. And looking for 3s to wound. Ragnar takes 3 wounds.
Okay.
Ragnar drops down to 2 wounds remaining.
5 punches from the Primaris Ancient. On 2s, rerolling 1s.
Nice. And then 5s to wound.
2.
2. I have my full save. Oh, nice, and I make them both. Going with the Wolfen next.
Thunderhammers first, hitting on 3s. And then strength 10 versus toughness.
7.
Okay, so 3s.
Oh, wow, look at that. 5-up invul. Oh, only made 2 of them. So the damage?
3 damage each. Alright, now the Great Axe on 2s.
Getting 2.
And then Strength 8, so 3s.
Only getting 1. Minus
3.
3, 4, 5 up in the damage.
D3 for 1.
So the Mutilate Vortex Beast has 4 wounds remaining, and when a Wolfhen dies, they get to make some attacks as kind of like a last death frenzy. So we're going to go ahead and do those attacks.
6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Then Strength 6 against Toughness 7. 5s.
Oh, we got 2 in there. This is going to be at AP minus
2.
2.
Oh wait, I believe that was 2.
Yeah, we're rerolling failed wound rolls. Oh,
Okay,
getting
4.
a third one in there. Oh, yeah, 2 more. For 3, 5 up. Oh, another 3 go through. Is just 1 damage.
1 damage each.
So this drops the Mutilith down to 1 wound remaining.
Ooh.
And then at the end of the turn, we don't have any morale to do, but we do have some points. The Thousand Suns will go ahead and score 1, 2, but I will score an extra 2 points because my character has been holding this. So I'll score an extra 4 points. Bringing the current score right now to 11-1 in favor of the Thousand Suns. We are going to go right now into Space Wolves, turn number 3.
Okay, gonna move the Wolfen Dreadnought 8 inches. Putting him here. If he can get a charge off. I'm onto objective over here. For 5 inches, so he goes 11. Here's 6. 12 by 5.
We're going to be moving the Razorback next.
Just move him up to here. Moving the Hellblasters forward. Moving Incursors forward. Gonna move this guy up. Get him here to block off. Alright, going on to the Psychic phase, we're gonna have the Rune Priest smite the closest enemy models, which is the Rubik Marines. Ooh, 2 dice. On a 7.
7. I'm going to try to stop that with the Rubrics. And we do with 10.
And I'm going to try and use Living Lightning to do the same thing. On a 4, it will not go off. That's a smart move.
So these long things are going to be firing now into the 2 Rubric Marines.
Not overcharging. So number of shots fired is
Oh, quite a bit actually.
10 shots, hitting on 3s. Strength 7, hitting on, wounding on 3s.
5 up save. And they are dead. You lasted long, my friends.
They did. I'm going to have the Dreadnought fire everything it has into the Sorcerer, starting with the Heavy Flamer. D6 shots for 4. 5, 3s, or 2.
2. 4 up save. Ooh, made them both.
Nice. I'm going to use his Focused Beam from his Hellfrost Cannon, hitting on 4s.
Miss.
Yes. I'm going to have this guy just go ahead and throw a crack grenade into that Rhino, just for fun. He gets it. Strength 6. So 5s?
Nothing.
Gonna have the Razorback fire everything it has into those 2 Marines over there. 12 shots for the Twin Assault Cannon on 4s. And I believe that's 3s to wound.
All is dust. 3 up save. Ooh, they both die. So Josh and I were actually just looking at everything of the board and the points. I'm currently ahead 11-1. and we just kind of did some quick maths. We were looking at everything, and even if he charged in, he would completely annihilate this guy right over here. We're kind of going back and forth about this Mutalith Vortex Beast. There's a high probability that I can kill Blackmane in combat, but there's also a high probability that he can kill him, charging in a whole bunch of stuff over here, and with all this stuff going in here. I will get Line Breaker with these Terminators. They're a pretty solid bunker right in the back lines. And if he has a character come over here, he can potentially score some points, but then I'll go ahead and have my Screamers come in all the way around, and considering he only has 2 health, the Screamers will have no problem taking out that character. Now also we can have this Razorback come around over here, and then this guy can come around over there and grab that objective. That's no problem, but we both think that Josh has enough points for a comeback, especially being almost very late in the game, almost being the bottom of turn 3, top of turn 4. So Josh and I were talking about it, and Josh is considering throwing in the towel. I had just a really high lead in the game. So Josh, is that kind of your final decision?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have enough units on the table that if I wanted to, I could wipe you off the board, but due to the new chapter-approved rules, you don't score points by wiping them off. They still get to accumulate points. I mean, they still get to score victory, regardless of whether I have models on the table or not, so I think this is a victory for you.
Yeah, it kind of harkens back to that Age of Sigmar thing, is even if you wipe someone off, you can still win based on victory points. It's very much playing to the objective of the thing.
Which, lore-wise, this is only supposed to represent one square of battlefield that's going on in a large battle, so scoring the objectives would, lore-wise, make more sense than having an army.
Right. Yeah, I can totally see that. I mean, these guys, the Screamers, they have potential to do quite a bit of damage, especially if you buff them up with, psychic powers and things like that. I mean, obviously, I whiffed a couple times. But yeah, they can be really, really scary, especially going after Primaris. -3, 2 damage, and they move 16 as well. They are pretty quick.
Yeah, if I were you, I would just make max squads of those if you're ever fighting Space Marines, because chances are people are bringing Primaris.
Yeah, they're pretty deadly. And the Mutalith Vortex Beasts, they're more of just a fun kind of, hey, let's see what they can do.
You don't really know what's going on with them, but
and they're fairly cheap, 125 points. Yeah. So, and for 14 wounds, not too bad.
And they're such a large model that they would block charges. They
do have some potential.
They can do Rhino shenanigans.
Absolutely. But Josh, thank you so much for the game, my man. Thank you so much. Everyone, I hope that you enjoyed this game. There's definitely a couple mistakes that we made here, and there are some rules that we forgot, but we tried to, make it a really cohesive game, and we tried to go back and forth. It was a very friendly game. Both Josh and I decided that we wanted to have a very friendly game, and, we're like, hey, let's go back and do this, let's go back and do that. It's the spirit of the game, everyone. So we hope that you guys enjoyed that. It was very thematic, being Thousand Suns and being Space Wolves. So, and you know what? Josh has a really cool army. Like look at that. Oh, that's really well painted. I love that. So everyone, thank you so much for watching this game. Both Josh and I hope that you enjoyed it. Until next time, folks, happy wargaming. Hey everyone, so Jay and I, we're going to jump into the vault right now, where we are going to be playing 2,000 points of Demons of Slaanesh, being led by Zarkainil, and 2,000 points of Tau, being led by the KX-139 Tarnau Supremacy Armor. That's right, we are doing Kaiju versus the big ol' robots. I am super excited to be playing this battle. So Vault members, click on that link down below to see this battle. If you're not already a Vault member, you can sign up for a 7-day free trial. It costs you absolutely nothing to sign up into the Vault to see this battle. Not only will you see this battle, but you can see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of our bat reps, tons and tons of our narrative campaigns, all of our painting tutorials, and all of our really fun videos that we do here at MiniWarGaming. So we will see you in the vault, and as always everyone, happy wargaming!